Hey there friends, I'm Liv and today I'm going to share with you one of my all-time favorite brownie recipes, full stop. This brownie recipe is so good and it combines two of my favorite things, chocolate and dulce de leche. Now if you've never had dulce de leche, it's like condensed milk that has been caramelized. It's sweet, it's thick, it's absolutely delicious. And paired with chocolate, it makes for the best ooey gooey chocolate treat there is. So why don't you join me today in my kitchen and let's make some dulce de leche brownies. If you're liking our videos or want to see more, please do consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you anything. And hitting like and turning on that notification bell. It really helps our channel. Now, if you want this brownie recipe, check the description box down below. It'll be linked just for you. Like most brownie recipes, this calls for really good chocolate. What I love about this recipe is that it is a one bowl, super fast, super easy, get it from the oven to your mouth in the quickest amount of time. That is my mojo, that is my jam. So for this recipe, you do need a really good high quality chocolate. You're going to melt the chocolate in a small saucepan with some butter. And you're just gonna do this directly on the stovetop. You don't need to worry about a double boiler or anything like that. This should go pretty quickly once you have your butter and chocolate in the pan. While our butter and chocolate are melting together, we're gonna go ahead and prep our pan. I'm using a quarter sheet tray today to bake our brownies, but any 9x13 pan works really well. What we're going to do is we're gonna create a sling. So you'll line your pan with some parchment paper. You're gonna create a sling on all sides. So we're gonna do this side like this, and then we're gonna take a longer, larger piece, wider piece, and then we'll create the other half of the sling like this. So this will allow your brownies to come out of the pan much easier. Then you're just going to want to grease it with any standard non-stick cooking spray from a neutral oil. So whether that's a coconut infused one or a non-stick spray like a PAM, you can use that to spray your pan. This will also kind of stick your parchment paper down, so it's really handy. So I'm just using the Trader Joe's coconut oil spray. It actually adds a bit of a nice flavor because if you didn't know already, coconut and chocolate, they're a wonderful pairing. That's why we have mounds. So now that our pan is ready, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside and just make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Our chocolate and our butter mixture are almost ready. It looks so good. This chocolate is so nice and glossy with the butter. Now to a large mixing bowl, I'm going to add in some additional ingredients. I have some granulated sugar and a little bit of vanilla, again, using really good vanilla extract or vanilla bean paste. I'm using paste today. Please stay away from the imitation stuff. I don't even know why they sell it. Why would you want that? Ick. This decadently chocolate mixture is all ready to go. It's definitely the start of making a really good dish. And I'm making sure to scrape every last bit of this chocolate and butter infusion because I don't want to miss out on any of this flavor. What I love too about this recipe is that it is a great one to make with kids because the only real element that needs adult supervision is really the melting of the chocolate. Otherwise, kids can have at it. And of course, the best part of making any dessert is your cook's treat, which in this case for me is gonna be the spatula a little bit later. Now that we have combined our vanilla, our sugar, our butter, and our chocolate, we'll go ahead and add in our eggs one at a time. Make sure to stir in the egg fully before adding the next egg. It will just ensure that the brownies are going to have a nice light texture, and it also ensures that everything is properly incorporated. And in case you're wondering, this recipe calls for 4 eggs. And you'll see the batter evolve as you continue to add in your eggs. It'll go from a more matte, grainy consistency from the sugar and the vanilla into that glossy, lovely, chocolatey mixture that you had once the butter and the chocolate initially melted. Eggs kind of just add back in that lusciousness, in my opinion. And the batter will come together. The eggs will disappear into it, but the batter won't do anything wonky like curdle or anything like that. If your batter curdles, you did something wrong and you need to toss it out and start again. Our last ingredient for the initial batter is a little bit of flour. We have some AP flour here. What I love about this brownie recipe is that it definitely reminds me almost of a flourless chocolate cake due to the low ratio of flour to egg and everything else that's in this recipe. So you're going to end up with a final product that is just going to be chef's kiss. Now that our batter is ready to roll, I'm going to add it in to our prepared pan. And then we'll get to the fun part. Make sure to spread this out evenly into all of your corners, especially since the parchment paper can almost bubble up on this side. And so you just wanna make sure that everything gets in there nice and tightly. To ensure that everything is fully even, I'm just going to tap our brownie pan a little bit on my cutting board, and that should just ensure that there are no air pockets or bubbles kind of at the bottom. It'll help release everything. And now, let's take care of our dulce de leche. To prepare our dulce de leche to swirl into the top of our brownie batter, you will want to heat it up in your microwave in 30-second intervals until it is loose and runny and easy to work with. And pick your tool. I have a bamboo skew here. I have one chopstick, but a butter knife and the tines of a fork also work well in this application. So it's up to you how you want to swirl your pattern into the top of your brownies and what kitchen utensil you want to do that with. It's up to you. You also just want to ensure that the dulce de leche isn't boiling hot. You don't want to accidentally cook your eggs that are inside of your brownie batter. So if it is a little bit on the warm side, just allow it to cool slightly. You do not want it to get back to room temperature, but just allow it to cool a bit and release any steam that's accumulated inside the mix. To make our swirls, you're going to dollop bits of the dulce de leche. You can do it randomly into the pan on the top of your brownie batter. I'm doing a pattern here of 3, 2, 3. Now, if you're finding yourself with a little bit of extra dulce de leche after you have finished making your pattern, save it for your coffee in the morning. You won't regret it. I'm gonna opt for the chopstick method today, and I'm just going to drag the chopstick through the dulce de leche to create my swirl pattern without collapsing the dulce de leche completely into the brownie mixture. And just drag it however you want and just make swirls and little lines. And now that our dulce de leche has been swirled into our brownie mix, we're gonna pop this into our 350-degree preheated oven, and we're gonna bake this for about 20 to 30 minutes. You're going to wanna check this periodically with a cake tester, or I like using these bamboo skewers for that, just to ensure that it's fully cooked through. Off to the oven she goes. Our timer just went off. Our brownies are ready. Let's get them out of the oven. Oh my goodness. Do these look fabulous? That dulce de leche is just like dropped in. It's glossy. It looks so yummy. I'm gonna let these cool for a minute, and then we'll take them out of the pan. We'll cut some up. We'll try them. They'll be so good. Our brownies have been cooling for about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and release them from our pan. Oh, okay. You should be able to yield 12 large brownies from this recipe, but of course you can always cut them to be smaller if you want to maximize your yield on the recipe. Look at that. I'm about to have the best sugar high. This is so good. They are dense and fudgy, but not cakey. They're sweet, but not overly sweet. And that little hit of dulce de leche just adds this caramel note that is just so good. It pairs so well with the fudginess of this brownie. And what's not to love about a fudgy brownie? I need to stop eating this, for real. There you have it, folks. A wonderful show-stopping brownie that's easy to make. It's less than 10 ingredients and is super quick. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe down below, turn on that notification bell, and please drop a comment and let me know if you make this recipe. The recipe will also be linked down in the description box just for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!